Two big things happened in the last 24 hours. We got the Vulcan Litepaper. And we are now in the last chance saloon to get into Vulcan before the launch of mainnet. So without further ado, let's go. Oh, my dearest friend, come and join me around my table. No time for tea though today. I am determined to make a short video today. Yes, I am. So we're just going to get straight into it. But before we do, I will say, of course, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. So please do your own research. But also, if you enjoyed this content, then please don't hesitate to hit that subscription button down below because it really helps to support the channel. Also, a cheeky like would be really appreciated. Thank you. So yesterday we received the much awaited, much anticipated Vulcan Blockchain Litepaper. Now, I am not going to go through it in this video. I really feel strongly that as investors, it's our own individual responsibilities to go through such important documents like this. However, I have been through it and I want to really bring you to your attention three highlights that I just want to share with you from my reading of this document. So let's just have a little dive in. So when you open the paper, you obviously get the introduction to Vulcan, which you would expect to see there. But the first thing that I'd really like to highlight to you is the next section, which is called the problem. Now, I have worked in UK universities at very high levels and written a lot of committee papers and kind of important academic type papers. And the number one golden rule is when you're writing such a paper, you always set out why you're writing the paper, what the challenge is, what the problem is you're trying to solve, and then in the rest of the paper you tell the story of how you're going to solve that problem. It kind of makes sense, right? And that's exactly what the team have done in this paper, and this made me very happy. So you'll see they've set out 4 problems that the Vulcan blockchain is trying to solve. Number 1, staking for high yield. And as you'll see, this is very much targeting the current SEC agenda around challenges of staking, and the team are hitting this head on, and this is how the Vulcan blockchain is going to solve this with auto staking technology. Let's go on to the second issue, unsustainable promised returns. And again, referencing things that have gone in the past, the fallout from yield return platforms such as Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi, etc. So we're, the team are laying out, we are learning from the mistakes of others, and we have the solution, which is through the auto basing technology within the core blockchain protocol. The third issue is traditional banking compounding rates. The traditional banking system holds back true earning potential when comparison is drawn between it and what is possible with cryptocurrency. And the solution given is the Vulcan blockchain will provide a sustainable fixed auto compounding rate at 55% APY. And finally, inflationary metrics. Supply versus demand is the most basic way the value of any asset is derived from, etc. And the solution, of course, is our beloved fire pit. So I think that the beginning of this paper is absolutely excellent. And for any serious investors, and I don't just mean somebody who wants to make a quick buck by buying and selling, serious investors are going to read this and they know why they will want to buy into the Vulcan blockchain. Excellent. The second area I just wanted to draw your attention to is in the governance area, where it talks about the DAO voting structure. And it's really just to point out there has been a change from what was originally expected with the GVUL token. Now we know the GVUL token is going to be the entity that's linked to our ability to vote in the DAO. And originally that was going to be done through staking of Vulcan. And of course now with the SEC agenda and staking and all that palaver, the team have very quickly turned that around into something very different. And now we will be given the GVUL token as a matter of course. I'm not quite sure how that will happen, but we will no longer have to stake our Vulcan to get the ability to vote. It will be given to us as VUL coin holders, which again I think can only benefit us all, right? We want everybody to vote, and so the easier, the more straightforward it is, the better it is for the whole community. And the third point I kind of want to make is just generally reading this light paper. I just wanted to acknowledge what an excellent paper it is. It's so well set out, it's well presented, really clear diagrams. I like the color scheme that's used. It's simple, it's dynamic. And I just think, I think it's probably one of the best light papers I've ever seen, actually. I've read quite a few. And this one is up there with the best. And again, it shows this is an absolutely serious proposition going forward. It's clear, it's concise, it will attract investors. I think 10 out of 10 team, you've done a great job there. So please don't rely on me and other YouTubers taking you through this. Please go and look at the light paper. It's not terribly long, it's not terribly complicated. You'll know most of it already, but I think it's so important that we each take our own responsibility to do this. So please do that. The link is down below. Now, I woke up to a reminder in Discord this morning that this is the last chance to get Vul before mainnet launch. ETH extravaganza must end February 20th at 12 UTC. So at the time of recording this video, I believe we have about 36 hours left of the ETH sacrifice. And we know that the ETH extravaganza will not be extended. We know this because Brian did a little poll in Twitter and asked his Twitter following, should the ETH extravaganza be extended? And the clear answer was no. And he has since said in Discord that he will honour that poll. Now, interestingly, in Discord, there have been calls from various parties to have another BNB bonanza, but as such, we don't know anything about that. And according to the notice this morning, this is the last opportunity to get in. Now, we know we have had an influx of, I think now, almost 13,000 new Discord members in just the last week. And of course, all of those new members coming in will probably not hold any Vulcan unless they have gone through the ETH extravaganza. So basically, if you are new here, you don't hold any Vulcan, you have until the end of this ETH extravaganza to sacrifice Ethereum for Vulcan. And other than that, there will not be an opportunity to get into Vulcan blockchain until the launch at $9, whenever that may be. Now, at the time of recording this video, we had hit almost $580,000 worth of Ethereum, and current investors through this sacrifice scheme will be receiving a 10% bonus as a result. Will we reach any higher bonuses? Will there be a mad influx of new sacrifices during the next 36 hours? I think there might be, and I think we are going to see higher bonuses for those investors, but time will tell. But do not miss this opportunity to get into Vulcan if you aren't already in. Okay, that's all from me today. Relatively short and sweet, I think. So without further ado, I will say, as I always do, my dear Vulcans, live long in prosperity and cheers.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.